Yeah, what up, what up? It's your boy Pone, man. One half of that dynamic duo CNN. And I'm repping Who Mag TV. They keep it popping, you heard? QB. Ow! Capone is a general from Queensbridge, man. 12th Street to be exact, 41st side. One half of that dynamic duo CNN, Capone Noreaga. The War Report was dope. That was like my baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, making an album, we was broke. We didn't have no money. We didn't get a big, enormous deal. So everything we did on the album was from the grind, you know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of fun. That album actually was at a point in my life where I was going through a lot, man. I had caught the charge. I was about to go to jail. My mom's died, and we got through it and we made a classic, you know what I'm saying? And then right after we finished the album, I had to go up north and sit down for a little while. And I didn't understand that we was actually changing the phase of rap at the time with our music. And I eventually came home and the War Report was critically acclaimed, a classic. Trash brought us to Neil Levine. And at that time, we was on Penalty Records, and Penalty Records was a subsidiary of Tommy Boy. And Neil Levine, shout out to Neil Levine, man, dope CEO, man. And we got with Neil Levine, and he basically gave us life. And, it was distributed by Tommy Boy, Penalty Records. And from there, we took off. And then in '99, Tommy Boy cut off Penalty Records, and that's when we went straight Tommy Boy, which was a sucker move by Tom Silverman, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the history. The War Report came from the channel CNN. We was watching CNN one night. We was in my crib in the bridge, and we was watching CNN, and we seen it said The World Report. So we was like, all right, bet, we're going to name our album CNN, The World Report, because it was dealing with everything going on in the world, and that's what we was trying to talk about. But CNN shut us down right in our tracks, so we couldn't actually have our title CNN, The World Report. So we changed it to CNN, The War Report, because actually we was basically reporting the war that's going on in the streets, and that's how we came up with the title, The War Report, and that's how we came up with CNN, because CNN just so happened to stand for Capone Noreaga. Yeah, War Report 2, shout out to Raekwon. That was a phase where we was like, yo, let's do a War Report 2. Unfortunately, Traj was locked up at the time, so he couldn't be a part of it. And, we actually did that deal with Ice Water Records, you know what I'm saying? With Raekwon and his brother K and Mel, rest in peace Mel, man. I just found out Mel died, man. That's fucked me up. But, we did that, and we basically wanted to give the same feeling and add somebody else who made history around the time we made history in the equation to not replace Traj, but fill the void for that other person. But it had to be somebody with that type of respect as an artist, and that's why we did the deal with Raekwon. And we made a banging album. Every song, top to bottom, was phenomenal. I still rate DJ Premier as my best producer I've ever worked with, because the thing about DJ Premier, he'll give you a dry beat and say, go ahead, do the vocals, and next thing you know, you hear the song, and it's totally crazy. And, I was a fan of DJ Premier, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a fan of DJ Premier. And I think that if a lot of these young rappers that's coming up, the Little Yachty's, the Little Uzi Verts, and all that, hop up on a Premier beat, I honestly think Premier could change the lane of music right now, because that's all it takes is for. I love all music. I'm not a hater of no music. A lot of people like bring the real back. We want the 90s back, all that. I mean, music is evolution. It evolves, it changes. So I think a lot of these new artists that people kind of put down just need to hop on a Primo beat, hop on a Pete Rock beat, hop on a Q-Tip beat, hop on a Nasheen beat, a Buck Wild beat, and watch the difference it makes. Doug Paradise was a crazy record, because when we got the record, I I love the record. Trash loved the record, but Nori didn't want to do it. And me and Trash did the record first, and eventually we gassed Nori. Yo, this is hot because Nori's he has a different style, so he didn't think his style would fit with Thug Paradise, but it actually worked out. And when Lord Finesse said, "Yo, I got this record," we was like, "Yo, you know what? It's just gonna be me and Trash. Fuck it, we're not gonna put Nori on it because he didn't want to do it." But when he put his verse on it, we was like, "Damn, we gotta keep it." You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so crazy, and that's one of the bangingest joints on the War Report right there, because I was locked up. It would have been a lot of video shoots for a lot of records, but I was in jail, so that shut a whole lot of things down. So we was forced to shoot videos for the songs with just Nori on, because, like I said, I was locked up for them 3 years, and that put CNN in kind of a bind, but it actually worked out for the better though, because it left the people guessing to what CNN was about. So when I came home and we wound up doing the next album, it made it even more pleasable for the people. We got the 20th anniversary coming up for the War Report, and we're gonna do a world tour. We're gonna record an album and just give the people something right before the 20th anniversary, man, because when you can last 20 years in any job, sports, freaking McDonald's, anything, that's monumental. Where you can do one thing that you love for 20 years. And we just want to give the people not just the 20th year anniversary of the War Report, but the music where you can hear us after 20 years. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to give the people another album, and we're going to do this world tour to commemorate the 20th year anniversary of the War Report. And it's going to be monumental. We're going to make sure it's real big, because at the end of the day, that was a game-changing album. My craziest tour moment probably would be when Maria Morrow, she's been in a lot of movies. She stopped my tour bus in the middle of the street and yanked me off the bus. LA, that song right there was big, because at that time nobody was coming back at the West Coast, and we took it upon ourselves to take shots back at Snoop and Daz and Corrupt for making that record. And those are three of my best friends right now. Like, Snoop, Daz, and Corrupt is my homies. We just did a show in Vegas with them, and that song was like a staple for East Coast rap. And Puff didn't want to put it out, and I understood his stance at that time, so it was never no hard feelings with Puff. But Stretch Armstrong, salute to Stretch, he said, "Yo, I'm going to go to my pops, I'm going to get $20,000, and we're going to put that shit out ourselves." And that's what we did. We shot the video, put the record out ourselves, got Mobb Deep on the record, and we made history. What's next for me is I got the solo project coming, the Killer Kai Files, and we got the CNN project coming, and we got the world tour coming. Shout out to my bro. He got Drink Champs running right now. What's his is mine, what's mine is his. You know what I'm saying? So we got a good movement with that. And everything above is like, right now I'm just trying to focus on myself and CNN. But I really never wanted to be a really solo artist. I was just so in love with my group. But, right now I'm focusing on what I got to do for self, and that's drop the Killer Kai Files and give the people what they want.